Hello Battlefield fans, Walter here, and today I want to talk about something nice. Let's talk about something like Battlefield Bad Company 3. What happened to it? Is the series dead? Like a few months ago there were some rumors about Bad Company 3 before we found out about Hardline. These guys, they didn't deny it or admit anything about Bad Company 3, so everything just leave it like, it could be in the works. Maybe we could be seeing something on E3, or you never know. But is the series dead? Should they kill the series? Should they release a new one? Should they keep going with the hardline or Battlefield 5 and things like that? So what's going to happen? What's cooking for us? Because that's that's the way that I see it. They're cooking something for us, and we don't know what it is. We don't know what it is. They're gonna just throw that surprise at us at E3, and it's like, wow, I was not expecting Bad Company 3, and there you go. Or some of the cool games. But so what happened with the Hardline? Hardline is a fun game. Played the beta. I didn't purchase the full game, but I did play the beta a lot, and I loved it. I thought the game was fun. I thought the game was, or in my opinion, ran smooth. Everything was pretty awesome. The M16 was a beast. Loved it. Same thing with the MP5 and all that. It was pretty fun. But I don't see Hardline as a game that they could use for releasing multiple games. Like, let's say, well, fall 2015 we'll be getting the Star Wars Battlefront, right? Okay, so that's fine. What's gonna be next? I'm guessing Battlefield Battlefield 5 could be in the works. Could be Bad Company 3. I don't think Hardline 2 is quite there. I mean, they could do it. They could do just to squeeze money out of you. Well, I just don't see it. I mean, even though it's a fun game, I just don't see it. It could be happening the same thing as Medal of Honor. They just like flop and then just ruin the company who did it, and that's it, right? Even though, I mean, I enjoyed Medal of Honor Warfighter. I thought it was a fun game. I had a good time with the campaign. Multiplayer was fun. I don't think it was the perfect game ever, but I don't think it's that bad as many people. They were saying it was like horrible. It was just bad. I don't think it was that bad. I thought it was kind of fun though. Nice little kill streaks going on there, so pretty cool. So, anyways, so yeah, once again, yeah, Battlefield Hardline. I don't think it's a game for you. I mean, you wouldn't get excited if you see Battlefield Hardline 2. It's like it's like, I mean, the first one is just kind of fun, just to break something, just to break the routine of the shooter game that we're playing. So yes, going into the cops and robbers, something kind of fun and ha ha ha, and flying couch and the weird dinosaur mask and ha ha ha, kind of funny little game right there. But I don't see it as something that could just release a 2 and 3. So let's say, or let's put Hardline out of the picture. So we get, we got the Star Wars Battlefront, which I don't think is going to be an annual game either, or like every other year. I don't think so. That type of games takes a lot longer, and it's a lot behind the game. So so my guess would be Bad Company 3 and Battlefield 5. Those are the ones that we get contender for, fall 2016. Unless they release something else, just like they did with Hardline. Something like Index Brain, or could be Hardline 2. I don't know. But it'll be interesting to see if they decided to kill the Bad Company series, because I think it would be a mistake. It would be a mistake because the Bad Company is such a has such a big fan base, because it was a fun game. Bad Company 2, it was a game that even if you go and play right now, you're gonna have so much fun. Even though it feels so clunky, it's just so much fun because everything involving the game, map layout and shooting mechanics and everything, it was just perfect. It was just pretty fun. It didn't bother me the snipers in that game. I don't know. They were kind of annoying at some point, but it was kind of fun. Still, it was pretty fun. I enjoy these huge maps, and it was just pretty nasty. So I don't think they should kill the series. I think they should be releasing a Bad Company 3. But the big question is, if they release a Bad Company 3 game, would it feel like Bad Company 2, or would it feel more like Battlefield, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, and that will be horrible if they try to make it too much Battlefield instead of Bad Company. Okay, so I mean both games are basically the same, but at the same time they're different. I know sounds contradicting, but at least in my head and from my gaming experience, they're both a bit of the same, but also they're different. They're very different. So I hope they, if they release the Bad Company 3, they keep it to the roots, you know, to the Bad Company roots, to the game mechanics and everything. And man, those snowy maps, I forgot the name of it, but snowy maps, I like the that map in South America, the one in the jungle-ish map. Oh, that map was just Valparaiso. That map was just awesome. You know, it was so cool to play in that map, Rush. It was so much fun. I always loved that one. Had a good time there. So, anyways, so I think we need to go back to the jungle. We need to go back to the fun stuff, to the desert, just like that. It was pretty cool. You know what they did with that company to, you know, map layout. It was just perfect. I was playing Rush, a lot of Rush there. You know, Rush was the thing for me. So for me, it was just perfect for Rush. You know, weapon mechanics, everything was just pretty good. Destruction, it was pretty nasty. Uh, Everything when you went around, you get that little outro thing, and I don't know. I think everything they did with that game was pretty cool. Everything was pretty awesome. So I don't know. I hope they're working on it. I hope they just like they didn't forget about this game instead of, you know, just moving on to into something else, like I said, hardline. But they got different studios, you know. They got the guys who were behind hardline. They could be working on another Battlefield game. You know, we got the dice guys in Europe, you know, which is the ones behind Star Wars Battlefront. And now they got the dice LA, who's, you know, backing up here Battlefield 4. So they got, you know, good studios that can just take over at any time. Who knows? Who knows? Like I said, what's cooking for us? But it's very interesting. The thought about having Bad Company 3 is very cool. You know, even Battlefield 5. You know, Battlefield 5 is awesome. And I know there's a lot of negativity out there regarding, you know, DICE and EA products. You know, after the launch of Battlefield 4. And that was basically my topic on my previous video. You know, when I was saying the Star Wars Battlefront video that I posted a few days ago. You know that if it's gonna be multiplayer only, it needs to be perfect because there's no other thing you could play. You know, there's no campaign, there's nothing. So you just like, if you're stuck with the bad multiplayer, it's just horrible. So instead of playing Star Wars Battlefront, you'll be playing Black Ops 3. So, but anyway, so I hope that they release a really good Battlefield Bad Company 3 gameplay, and to just go back to the old days, you know. And I don't know why these people, when we say that we want a game, what we want, let me put it in better words, like we want basically the same game but different. I know sounds contradicting, but let's say we always wanted, and I'm gonna put a better example, you know, a game like Call of Duty 4. So I think this is a good example. Okay, the Call of Duty 4, because it had everything was perfect in that game, right? And we wanted a game just like it, but slightly different. I know you can say, "Oh, a reskin game, blah blah blah," but you cannot deny that Call of Duty 4 was such a fun game, and everything in that game, you know, from weapons and kill streaks and every perks, even the stupid Juggernaut, you know, it didn't seem that bad. Everything was just working very well. Once it's changing too much, you know, let's say a game like Ghost or Advanced Warfare, it became like, meh, it's so boring. So when they change too much, it's just the opposite. It's the opposite of just making you excited of brand new games. So if they just bring the core of what Bad Company is or was, you know, into a game with better graphics, better different maps, different everything, but with the same core, you know, even if the same clunky mechanics, maybe just a little bit smoother, I don't care. But if it keeps the same core of the game, it's just fun. It's just fun again because it brings you back those memories, but with better. If you worry about graphics, I'm pretty sure, you know, everything now will be like 900p. So there's quite a few games that go in 1080p, a lot of 900p and whatever. But anyways, even if it looks at 900p, I don't care. You know, if it looks good, if it's good destruction, you get all these like nasty maps with this awesome, you know, map layout that it just like makes you want to go ahead and fight, you know, makes you want to go ahead and that's what happened with Bad Company 2. I blame it to the map layout, but it makes you want to go and arm those MCOMs. It was pretty fun, just like there was a bunch of snipers because of the hiding the bushes and all that stuff. It's just the game in a very nice way forces you to do some pretty cool stuff. And I remember just running like a headless chickens to one of these MCOMs, and I had such a good time and destroying the buildings, and it was pretty cool. So I hope they bring back these cool memories of the Bad Company series without changing too much, without crossing the line between the Bad Company and actually the Battlefield, you know, game. We don't need another Battlefield 4. We don't need another Battlefield 3. We have those games. They were fun. They were very cool. But we need something. You know, if they're gonna release a Bad Company game, we need a Bad Company game, not another Battlefield game. So to me, you know, I don't worry about these things, but I kind of think about it sometimes. You know, what are we gonna get? You know, what if Star Wars Battlefront doesn't succeed? And I'm not being negative. I'm just trying to go like 50-50. You know, the game could be really fun, and we could just go ahead and go nuts about it and just get addicted to it. But what if it doesn't happen? What if like 3 or 4 months down the road is just another Advanced Warfare? And it's like, I don't want to play this. You know, it's like, another mad game. You know, so what happens? You know, what we gonna do? So I think Battlefield 5 could be also on the way, and you know, that's another very interesting thought. So, like at the moment, I'm just looking forward to I don't know, something fun. You know, something fun, something that brings back, you know, the the good old days when we used to just play all these shooting games and just be so addicted, you know, addicted to this game. Is so much fun, and you know, like less raging. I mean, we all rage in games for whatever reason, you know, lag or stupid death or whatever happens, you know. But like back when we played like Bad Company 2 and those games, it was less, you know, like less trouble with lag and less BS. I'm not gonna say it wasn't it was like non-existent, because it was a lot of BS, you know, some BS. But if we compare with what we get nowadays is with so much technology, so much you know, gaming power, because you know, these new machines are like a lot better, and they just managed to bring these cool games, but they feel like half games. You know, they're like kind of broken, and it's just like, man, what happened? You know, what did I just buy? I thought it was a fun game. So that's what I want. You know, I want something fun. Once again, I want something that just brings the good old days. You know, the memories of just going there and just playing the game a lot and not getting tired and just having so much fun. So I don't care if the snipers go back to old school mode where they can just zoom in the whole time without seeing the flare. I don't care. I killed so many snipers in the bushes, and so many times you just ran by them and I didn't even know they were there. They don't even know I just run by. So, but I ended up arming the M comes and winning games. So I mean, the good old days were just awesome. You know, the glory days of shooting games. You know, it's Bad Company 2 and Call of Duty 4. Those two, my friends, are the glory days of first-person shooter, at least in my opinion. So very interesting. So also, if they add, I'm not against DLCs. I had said this before. If it's something cool, it's just awesome. The Bad Company Vietnam DLC, it was just pretty epic. So if they release something like that, that'll be pretty awesome. You know, that'll be pretty awesome, just playing another DLC. I'm not saying it has to be Vietnam, but maybe World War II, maybe World War One, maybe I don't know, something cool. You know, maybe what else they could do? I don't know what else they could do, but something fun like that. World War II, how's that? So yeah, to me that would be very epic, and that would make me very happy, and I want to be happy. So Bad Company 3, I hope it's in the works. I hope we get maybe a glimpse that is in the works, you know, at this year's E3. Maybe something that tells us it's alive, you know, that there's something that we can look forward to. Bad Company 3, you know, we know we're gonna get Battlefield 5, but Bad Company 3 is something like, just like a lot of us, we're waiting for a new Fallout game or the new Doom games. Like, man, I cannot wait to see some news, and I just cannot wait to see new gameplay, or I hope is in the works, or I just want right now. So same thing with Bad Company 3. I hope it's in the works. I hope they're doing a really great job, and I hope we just get the game like soon, pretty soon, as soon as possible, so we can just go back and have a good time, with the games that we're familiar with, the games that made us in a way to like fall in love with shooter games, so it's just so much fun, but anyways, thank you for watching. My name is Wild Child. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay, this commentary, and this, man, we destroyed these guys in this TDM with the SG553 with the suppressor. So it was pretty nasty. I love this gun, very good for sneaking up on the enemy and doing all the work. So, and if you haven't, please check out my channel, the videos, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Later.